This episode of the Gamerheads Podcast is brought to you by Seven Bridges Premium Gourmet Yum Yum Sauce. Enhance every bite with our savory blends of flavors, perfect for meats, vegetables, and crispy treats. Whether you're dipping, drizzling, marinating, grilling, roasting, or snacking, Seven Bridges Yum Yum Sauce takes your culinary experience to the next level. Get yours today and make every meal a gourmet delight.
Hi, I'm Celia Schilling from Yacht Club Games.
Hey, this is James from Megacat Studios.
Hey folks, this is Matt, aka Stormageddon from Reignite and the Fun and Games Podcast.
This is Stephanie from the Boss Rush Podcast and the Boss Rush Network.
Hey, this is Mark and Keon from Bunte Avond.
Hey, this is Sebastian with the ProNerdReport.com and the Single Player Experience Podcast.
Hi, this is Chris.
Mike.
And Garrett from Daylight Basement Studio.
Hey, this is Baron J67 from Level 1 Gaming.
Hi, I'm Jacob McCourt from the Left Behind Game Club, Crossplay Conversations, and Video Game Trivia.
Hey, this is Todd Mitchell from Code Right Play.
Salutations, this is Mike Carroll from Stroll Art.
Hey, this is Jeff Moonen from Fun and Games Podcast.
What's good, y'all? This is Adam from Respawn Aimfire.
Hey, this is Patrick from the Backlog Odyssey.
Hey, this is Rune from Runic Codes.
Hi, this is Andrew from Spalato Bros.
Hi, everyone. Jill Grote here from the Indie Informer.
Hello, this is the Crypt Master, and you're listening to Roger You're listening to Roger on the Gamerheads Podcast.
Do you have a list? Shit, did you already start recording?
Yes. Yeah, you just made that.
Awesome.
You just made the list. And welcome to another episode of the Gamerheads Podcast. My name is Roger. Along with me are my good friends and co-hosts. We have the CEO and president of Gamerheads, Phil. Phil, welcome to the show.
I already made my introduction, damn it.
You did. And of course, we have a good friend and co-host, Mike.
No. You gave me a new title yesterday, and I fully expect
to take
advantage of this new title.
Can I roll it back? And of course, we have my good friend and reviews coordinator, Mike.
Ooh.
Yes, I coordinate all the reviews now.
Yes, Mike is the head review coordinator.
No, I'm the review distributor. I'm not the head reviewer.
Oh,
I distribute.
Oh, yeah. No, you distribute them. Yes.
Yeah. So watch it, Phil. If you get me angry, I'm gonna send you over
be playing some
kind of Steam resource management game.
Not just a Zelda game.
Well, that would.
No, yeah.
That's any Nintendo game probably would make him mad.
That's
actually.
true. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, that fell flat.
Yeah. And then we have our good friend and co-host for the second time on the show, our news coordinator. Sorry if I'm throwing out titles. I'm going to throw those out too. Trina. Trina, welcome to the show.
Hello.
And also PAX West goer. So
yeah,
we'll talk about that in a little bit. But we're back. We're back, baby. We're back from PAX. We made it back alive.
Somehow.
Yeah.
With hot stacks of PAX.
Yeah, hot stacks of PAX. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But before we get into all that, we should deal with some of our business. First of all, thank you to our patrons, Matt, Jill, and Sarah. Thank you so much for supporting the Gamerheads Podcast. And if you want to support the Gamerheads Podcast listener, you can as well. For as low as $3 a month, that helps us go to events like PAX. and covered PAX. So go out to our patreon.com/gamerheads and you can check out the tier that best fits your budget. And there's really cool things we got going on. We do get some giveaways as well. So check that out. I'll put a link in there too, but you can go to patreon.com/gamerheads. And then also thank you to our good friends, our sponsors, Seven Bridges Yum Yum Sauce. Phil, I'm still waiting for another Yum Yum sauce.
You haven't been home.
But that's true. That's a good point. Wait, was it sent to me when I wasn't here?
No, but why would I send you something if you're not there for it?
I don't know. Well, maybe when I got home, I would be looking forward to putting some Yum Yum sauce on my food. No? Okay.
I'll send you out some next Wednesday. Maybe Tuesday. It's still upstairs. I just need to
I'm still
break it
waiting
out
for
of
my
boxes.
Atari. If we're
shit.
Talking...
Oh yeah, that's a good point, Mike.
I was scared. I was like, Mike, do I own an Atari?
No, I do.
When did I bet Atari with you
do.
and on what?
I actually have it. I have it right here. It's a box behind me.
Well, open it up and play it then.
I'm not gonna open it up. It's yours. That's yours. I gotta send it to you.
Well, that's...
Yes, it's yours. Anyway, I got plenty to play, and we got plenty to talk about. So, but yes, thank you so much to Seven Bridges Yum Yum Sauce. Okay, so should we just start with PAX since we're at that point? Can we just talk about PAX, or is there something else you want to talk about first?
Can I throw an icebreaker out there, because this has been just attacking me in the back of the head.
Throw it. Yeah.
It's just a fun topic of conversation, and I've been wondering because we've got I know Phil's really excited about the eventual announcement of the next Switch system and all the amazing features that are going to come with it. And so I was playing Xbox the other day, and I just got to thinking, and I thought this was a good question, so I'm going to throw it out there. The build-up is killing everybody right now.
Yeah,
let me ask you this: is Rumble still needed?
I'll go first.
I'm going to say, Phil, go. You first. You go first.
I 100% firmly believe that it is, because whenever I'm playing with a controller that's about to die and it quits rumbling, I notice automatically.
That's true. I do the same thing.
Yep. So I think at this point, it's just such a built-in staple to our gaming society and our gaming habits that it is, unless you're a PC gamer and you don't want your entire keyboard shaking the entire time, which would just be weird.
Do they even make Rumble keyboards? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's our next sponsorship. We'll
Rumble
keyboards.
Do they make Rumble mouses?
I don't think so.
I feel like I need to Google this.
So it's a console exclusive type of a thing with Rumble
I think
things?
so.
But does anybody still even pay attention? Like, I don't even realize it half the time anymore.
Yeah, no, but you realize when it doesn't happen.
I realize when it doesn't happen, but you know.
Would you
go without it if it brought the price down?
I don't know. I like rumbling.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that now, though, because like I played a lot of Balatro on this trip, and every time they deal out the cards, it was like you could feel the rumbling. So yeah, it'd be kind of weird without it, but I don't know. I don't necessarily need it. I don't need it. I don't know. There's some games that overdo it, I would say, and then I usually turn it off.
Yeah,
I've never once turned it off.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I'm at a point where I can live without it. Like if you're like, hey, here's the exact same controller, it's $10 cheaper, and there's no rumble, I'll be like, all right, I'll take that.
I would say
it saves battery, you know.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things that once you got past the initial feeling of the controller no longer rumbling in your hands, you wouldn't notice after about 2-3 weeks or a month or whatever.
I would gladly get rid of the rumble if it meant we can have a quality speaker in the controller, because I
like the Wii controllers,
controller, and I think PS5.
I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
No.
Had one built
That's
in.
absolutely no, Roger. I'm backing you up on this. I don't know if you've ever played No More Heroes.
Oh
on the Wii.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
that's true.
the woman that's in charge that's sending you against all to kill all these people. She calls you up, and you need to put the Wii controller up to you. And
that's
the
pretty
sound
cool,
comes,
actually. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
I think there's a speaker in the PlayStation 5 controller as well, but
there wasn't a 4.
There wasn't a 4.
Yeah, and I'll take a quality speaker over Rumble any day. I think you can do much more with it. I just don't think there's any creativity left in the Rumble space. Like, especially looking at the Switch, they did a whole thing. Oh, I could tell how many ice cubes are in here. No, you really can't. Like, just it's at this point, I'm thinking Rumble is more of a gimmick, and we need to get something else in that controller.
I want to go back to the ice cubes thing. What the hell are you talking about, man?
That was 1, 2, 3 switch or 1, 2 switch that game, and you could like shake it, and you could feel the ice, and then you could like slowly turn it right, Mike, and it would like dump them out. You could feel it dump out or something.
Yeah,
like
in the real world, that's not what happened.
No, in the real world, nobody played that game.
No.
What a boy, Roger. Way to take that shot. I'm proud of you.
Well, I'm not. Listen, that game was not.
You went to Seattle and you grew up. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. That game should have been included. Roger. Yeah, that game should have been included as a demo, because that game was a demo. That was not a full game. That should have been included as here's a free game in the Switch, and you can try this out, and you can see the cool things that our controllers can do. and it should not have been I don't know how much that game was, $50-$60. That was,
I thought it was only like a $30 or $40 game.
maybe it was only 30 or 40, but still, even 30 or 40, that's not worth it. But then they made a sequel to it, so I think the first one was 1-2 switch, and the sequel was 1-2-3 switch, right?
I was like,
that.
I don't even know what it was.
Yeah,
I think we all forgot about it.
Anyway, Trina, do you play with Rumble? $30, okay. You play more PC games than console games.
but I don't really play with controller.
Oh, that's right. That was weird for you at PAX, wasn't it?
Very weird. I am very good at controllers and chopsticks after this weekend.
That is true. We went to we went out to a lot of like ethnic food, a lot of Asian food, and by the end she was picking up grains of rice. And I don't think you've ever used chopsticks before this trip, did you?
No, I have. I just wasn't very good at it.
Okay. To be fair, like a lot of it was like noodles, and that was really hard to eat with chopsticks. So
yeah.
Yeah. Well, is that it? Is that do you have any other questions about your icebreaker there, Mike? Or was that
was it? Is Rumble still needed?
Okay.
I guess there's.
Okay. Yeah, that was good. That was a good icebreaker, especially when you included the ice. The icebreaker.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, Mike, you're even smarter than you know.
Yeah, see, look at that.
I'll take it, sure.
All right, so yeah, we're back from PAX. This is Trina's first PAX. This is my fourth PAX going to PAX. This one was a little bit different than even last year or earlier this year too. So we can talk a little bit about that, but I'll let Trina talk first since this is your first PAX. I guess overall, Trina, what was your like? What did you think of that experience?
I really enjoyed it. I think I was a little overwhelmed at first just because there was a lot of games. And then like it was pretty cool to have like the media hour to just like kind of get your bearings and figure out where things are. I will say Saturday was probably the worst day. And if I could go back in time of like when I booked my appointments, I would probably make Saturday the more heavy day, just because you literally couldn't just like pop into a random game if you wanted to. And so having that little bit of extra time to like kind of explore just seemed unnecessary because there were so many people there on Saturday and I couldn't actually do that. But outside of that, it was a really enjoyable experience. Got to see a lot of cool games, meet a lot of cool people, made a lot of new friends, and I really enjoyed it. So,
yeah, we got some swag too, Mike.
Oh, I want to hear all about the swag.
Yeah.
Do you have it with you? Can you show it off to the? Well, that's probably...
I don't. Yeah, I don't have it with me, honestly.
I don't either.
So you say you got the swag.
Yeah.
But then you don't. When asked to provide evidence of said swag,
Sun Country has the swag.
Yeah. No, so I'll just highlight some of the swag I got. I'll start there if that's cool with you, Mike. If that's what.
By the way,
that's all you want to hear about, right?
I want to hear about the swag, but you made me realize something, especially since you got to chat with the yacht club people.
Yeah.
Let me know next time exactly who you're chatting with, because I would have loved to send you my Shovel Knight game on the Switch to have an autograph.
Shoot.
But
well, yeah, I didn't talk to any developers this time though.
Oh well, then screw them.
No.
The views of Mike do not reflect on the views of Gamerheads Podcast. They're subsidiary. Yeah.
No, just really quickly about that though. This is really funny. So like, I got to play. There's some new DLC that's coming out for Shovel Knight Dig, so I got to play some of that. It was very cool. And then I got to play more Mina. So they had like a whole new area of Mina, and I was bad at both games. I was really bad, like to the point where today I played some Shovel Knight Dig and I beat like the second boss, and I had to take a screenshot and send it to them saying, look, see, I can actually play this game. I do play this game. But Mina's hard. Mina is a hard game. I love the game. I think it's amazing, but it is a really difficult game. So yeah, that was that. The swag though, so I'll just start there. So we played a game called Change My Mind. It's a card game, and and I got a free review copy of that game.
Ooh.
So that's cool. I got some mat, like this full mat. This is really funny because both Trina and I went to the same vendor, but we just had different games we were trying out, and I got all the swag and she didn't get any swag, which was really strange.
Well, that's not fair.
Sounds like sexism to me.
But I got like this rollout mat, like this foam rollout mat for one of their games, and then I got a pack of cards for one of their games as well. So I got that. What else, Trina? Do you remember what else I got? I got a fan. I got a fan from Ender Magnolia, the sequel to Ender Lilies. So it's like a fold-up fan.
Enjoy
It's
Ender
Japanese.
Lilies.
Oh, you're gonna love Ender Magnolia then. Like that game is so good. You bought some stuff too, Trina. You bought like some Final Fantasies. Oh, you got the Final Fantasy bag. Oh, you should talk about that.
Yeah, so during media hour, I hightailed it over to the Final Fantasy 14 booth because they had this promotion going on that if you beat one of the bosses from the latest expansion, you got a tote bag. And it says, "Some come for adventure, but I'm here for tacos" on it. And I really, really wanted it. And during media hour, like the line was very, very short, of course. So I just got in, got her done, and then I was on my merry way.
But that was intense because I was watching you play, and like the whole team was just like, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna die. We're not gonna do it." And you all pulled it off at the end. That was crazy.
Yeah, because so it's a trial and it's 8 people, and you got 5 minutes to set up your hotbar, and I got lucky that I got to be DPS, but other people were like, "I've never been a tank or I've never been a healer," and they kind of just like, gave you roles and you didn't get to really choose. And I'm used to my MMO mouse, so I'm not used to like using my keyboard to like actually press buttons. So I'm over here just like clicking up a storm during the trial because I'm like, I have no idea. Like my brain doesn't have muscle memory to hit like 1, 2, 3 and all of that because I just do it with my thumb. So yeah, that was probably the hardest part for me, was just like remembering where things were and getting it all set up, and then also trying to do all the mechanics and stuff too. But
yeah, you guys won. You got your swag.
Well, GG.
Got my swag.
Got your swag. And then you bought a sweatshirt too. That's okay. I was watching
DPS,
it.
tank, and healer. Those are the 3 things.
Yeah,
that I understood. The
yeah.
rest of it,
I was watching it.
Go to sleep.
I was watching it and I had no idea what was going on. I was just like, oh, I just knew that everybody was like really kind of sweating bullets there, and some guy was just yelling, "Use your something break. Use your something
use
break."
the limit break."
Limit break is the word I was looking for. Use the limit break. Use your limit breaks. And then nobody was, or just do a barrel roll.
I'm pretty sure no one used the limit break at the end. I was going to, but like the different jobs have different types of limit breaks, and mine's more of an AoE kind of limit break for my character. So I was like, that doesn't seem effective. But I probably should have just did it because no one else was using it. So whatever. But
you got your
It's
swag. That's the important thing.
I got my swag.
And then you bought a sweatshirt that was really nice too.
I bought a sweatshirt. It's very soft. It's a Final Fantasy one, and I
and
peer
then they
pressured
gave you something for that.
Yeah, I peer pressured my friend into getting the same one, and they had this like promotion, like spend $100, you get like some free pins or whatever. Well, I didn't spend $100, but when my friend bought it, they're like, "Oh, we'll just give you guys both pins." I was like, "Oh, that's really nice." And then I somehow peer pressured my other friend to buy a sweatshirt as well. And the Square Enix staff was like, peer pressure, peer pressure. It was great. And so we all got pins, but
yeah.
Nice.
I got the Zelda pin for the new Zelda game that's coming out in September. So that was cool. I think, I don't know. I think that's all the swag that we got. Yeah. Oh no, that's not true. That's not true. I got a pizza box with a Domino's pizza card in it, and I can't wait to talk about that game. That was pretty funny. And now my son wants a pizza box. I'm like, no, that's mine. It's like a pizza box.
It's my pizza box.
It's my pizza box.
I got a really
Trina,
cool like press kit envelope from a game called Spiral, and it had like obviously like a letter from the devs to the press, but there was like postcards in there with like handwritten notes on it, and then stickers and like a letter from the main character of the game, and it was really cute. So I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. Can we tell you some of the funny stories, and then we'll talk about the games? But can we tell you a funny story?
It's your show, Roger. Whatever you want to do, buddy.
Okay. All right, because I didn't tell you both the stories. I wanted to wait for the podcast. So first of all, Friday we had the trivia panel, and it went really, really well. So thank you, Jacob, for inviting us and hosting that. There was a lot of people in there. It was like over 100 people. That place was pretty packed, actually. I was really surprised. Cool. And when he asked how many people have been to his trivia thing before, a panel of his before, like probably about 50 people raised their hand. It was crazy. So that was really awesome. So then afterwards, we all decided to walk to the Sheridan because there's a bar in there. And we're all going to go out for a couple drinks. And we're walking along, and I'm slow because of my hip, right? And my friend Asa says, I'll walk with you. So there's probably like, I don't know, 12 of us or so. Trina, wouldn't you say? Maybe more.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. And we're all walking to the Sheridan, and we walk past a hot dog vendor. This is an important aspect of the story. So we walk past a hot dog vendor, and Asa says to me, those smell good, don't they? And I'm like, oh, man, they do. And he's like, you want one? And I said, no, I'm good. He's like, okay, because otherwise I'd have to buy one too. And I don't know.
You said no to a hot dog.
Well, so it was late, and it was late at night, and I just didn't want to eat a hot dog that late at night. Well, just okay, whatever. Anyway,
it's perfect hot dog time, Roger.
Well, there was a guy standing there ordering a hot dog. He was ordering a hot dog as we walked by. Okay, this is important. He had a mustache, a trident mustache. He had the Hulk Hogan in the middle here, like it was a trident, and it was interesting. So we get to the Sheridan. And we're all sitting down, and there's the hot dog guy, sitting at our table eating a hot dog. And I was like, well, how did this guy get here? I don't know who this person is, but he must be friends with somebody. So we're all sitting around a table, and we're all talking, and I do like a hey toast kind of thing, like, I'm getting my surgery here, and just they want to appreciate all you for being so kind to me and stuff like that. And he clinks my glass with me, and I was like, I don't know who this person is, but he must be friends with somebody. So we all clink our glass, we drink, and we go back. And the next morning I said to Trina, who was the guy that was eating the hot dog? And she said, I have no idea. I thought he was your friend. And we asked everybody that was part of the party, and they said, I don't know. Jacob said I was walking past the hot dog place. So he was ordering when I was there. So he must have been still ordering when Jacob walked by. And Jake walked by before me, and he said, hot dogs, looks delicious, or something along those lines. And apparently he just followed us to the Sheridan, sat with us, and just hung out with us that whole night. And we called him Hot Dog Guy. So
and we have a picture with him.
We have a picture with him. Yeah. It's just the weirdest thing. And then like 2 days later, I was in the Sheridan for an appointment, and he sees me. He's like, hey, good luck. And I was like, thanks.
You got Hot Dog Guy on the show.
I should have. If I would know his name.
Well,
yeah.
Did you ask?
No, yeah. I didn't ask. Well, because I thought he was friends with somebody. I didn't know. He clinked my glass. And I literally said to Trina the next morning, who the fuck was that guy? That was
so
okay,
many fails in one story, Roger.
Yeah, but then the funny thing is, like, we all talked about, like, what happens if he's in the background of every picture we take and we don't realize it? And then Asa said to me, what happens if we get your surgery? And as you're about to go under, he like pulls back his mask, and he's like, hi, Roger, how's it going? And I was like, hot dog guy, as I'm passing out.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So that was pretty strange. That was a strange story. The other strange thing that happened was the last day I show up to one of my appointments, and I was pretty early, and I said, hey, I know I'm early, but I see that you have some machines open. Do you mind if I play now? Because I kind of want to just get my appointments going, and so that way I have more time to write and stuff. And they said, well, actually, we have a media room for you all to meet with our people, and there's somebody already there, so you'll just have to wait. And I said, okay, that's fine. So I'm playing games, and then this PR person comes over, and he was like, hey, you're Roger. And I said, yeah. And he said, you're my first appointment today. I don't know who's in the media room. Some random person walked into the media room and started playing games saying, I have an appointment here. It was very strange. That was a strange moment as well. So, but yeah, those were probably the craziest stories. There's a lot of it was just really busy. There's just a lot of people. Some of the highlights for game wise was Ender Magnolia. That was really awesome. That won one of our Gamerheads Best of PAX West awards. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is a totally immersive RPG game where you can do anything. Like, that game is crazy. It's supposed to be more realistic, so there's no like dragons or magic or anything. But I couldn't believe.
Hold on a second.
Yes.
You telling me dragons and magic are not realistic?
Well, I mean,
or real?
Well, I mean, they could be. I mean, sure, but not in this game. But it was good. It was. I'm still writing up my preview for that, but that game was so immersive and like that. So I'll just quickly tell you, like, I had to go on this mission to go steal a sword because there's like these two guilds that are fighting, and I joined side as one with one of the guilds. And the guy that was talking us through the game, he said, okay, there's going to be a couple times we're going to be asked a couple questions in the game. Just don't select the option of stay silent, because if you do, like, the mission will go on, but you won't be able to beat the mission in this playthrough. You're going to have to do a lot of work to be able to beat the mission. So, and he said, and also don't kill anybody. Like, do not kill anybody. Because you can do whatever you want in this game. Like, every character has like a backstory. You run in all these different people. It's crazy. It's so in depth. It was so in the cinematography of it. It was just amazing. It was so good. So that won one of our awards. And then Trina, you can talk about the last game that you already mentioned, but you can talk about it.
Yeah. So the last game that won was called Spyro, and it will be coming out in September. But essentially, the premise of the game is you're following this character around and kind of helping him out because he's kind of like towards the end stages of life. But the devs really wanted to focus on more of like a celebration of life, as well as kind of helping him not feel so alone. And before I started playing the game, I was talking to them about what inspired them to make the game. And they had a lot of relatives and family members who had Alzheimer's and had to, work through that. And you don't really have anyone to talk to through that. Like, yeah, you can talk to your other family members, but like they're also going through that same kind of grief of like losing that person who's losing their memories. And so they really wanted to create a game that made it feel like you weren't so alone in that process, and kind of help you through like how you should work with someone that may potentially have Alzheimer's. But they wanted to focus more on the celebration of their life rather than like the sadness parts of it. But the playthrough part of it that I played was the more intense part of the game, and I was like in absolute tears by the end of the demo. Like, it was so good. So
yeah. And when we gave them the prize or the award, they also cried. So it was it was a lot of tears. Yeah. The weirdest game I played was a game called Pizza Bandit. This is where I got that pizza box from.
I'm surprised you weren't going to say pick me.
Oh, that one too. I'll mention that one too. Yeah. But Pizza Bandit, I thought going into it, I thought I was going to be playing Pizza Tower. Mike or Phil, do you guys know what Pizza Tower is?
I know all about Pizza Tower.
Okay. So I thought it was going to be Pizza Tower, but it's Pizza Bandit. And I'm going to tell you what Pizza Bandit is. And when I described this to somebody else, they said, I actually know less about this game now after you described it to me. So it is what was it? What did they say? It was like, what did they describe it as? It was Call of Duty.
God of War combined with Overcooked. Is that how they described
something
it?
like that? Yeah. So basically you have you have a team of 4 that are have guns. It's over the shoulder type shooting game, and they are making pizzas. But in the process of making pizzas, they're being attacked by these enemies, and I'll get into why they're being attacked. Right, so you have these different pods, and you have to make a pepperoni pizza or a mushroom pizza. So it means you have to get the cheese and the mushrooms, or cheese and pepperoni.
Yep.
And then you have to get beer or soda, and you have to get bullets. And then you have to put those into a pod, and then send those pods up in the air. I think they're going back in time. I'm not 100% sure, or forward in time. I'm not 100% sure.
So is it like a tower defense game?
Yes,
mixed
kind of.
up with like what's that, Diner Dash?
Kind of, yeah, kind of.
That's
but
an
it's
interesting
over the shoulder. So as I'm waiting and I'm watching everybody playing this game, there's friendly fire too, and I pretty much died from the friendly fire because my team was just shooting anybody or anyone that they saw. So the guy's like, let me tell you the lore behind this game, and I was like, there's lore behind this game. So this guy, the premise is that you are playing a bounty hunter that quit being a bounty hunter because he wanted to open a pizzeria. So he's done being a bounty hunter. He opens up a pizzeria, but he's really dumb and he doesn't know how to run a pizzeria. And so much so that they had me run into one of the restaurants. So you're like in the future, and here's your restaurant. And he said, look at the stools. And I looked at the stools. He's like, notice how they're taller than the counter that they're sitting at? That's how stupid this guy is. And I was like, what is going on here? What is this? So the premise is that you have to go back in time to make pizzas to send them back to the future so you can make money, and apparently send bullets too. I'm not sure why, but you can send money. But the problem is that there are like these timeline police that are in this area that don't like you being there, but they're stuck in time too, so they all look deformed and weird looking. So they're like zombie type creatures, and then you have to kill them, but then they come in waves, and you have to try to stop them and make pizzas at the same time. And he said that they had different game modes, and one of the more popular game modes when they were building out like the premise of this game was making food. So they're like, well, why don't we just make a game where you have to make food and shoot enemies at the same time? So then they said, what mode do you want to play? What world do you want to play in? Do you want to play in the pizza one or the sushi one? And it's like, sushi? I thought we were making pizza. This game's called Pizza Bandit. Yeah, it was the weirdest game I ever played, and I'm still not quite sure what that game's about. But it was a game. But yeah, I got a pizza box, and now my son wants that pizza box really bad. And I said, no, that's part of my swag. You can't get that. So
is it a full-size pizza box?
No,
Is
it's
there
like
a
a personal
pizza
size
in the pizza box?
No, he gave it to me, and he said there's no pizza, but then he took a Domino's gift card and slid it in and said, but I got you a Domino's gift card.
Hey,
How much is
Domino's
Domino's
got
gift
some
card for?
good stuff.
$20. $20.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like,
This
okay,
trip is
I'll take
paying
it.
for itself.
Yeah.
Dude,
right.
so here's the move. What you should have done is after you got back to the hotel room, after having a couple of drinks, use that $20
Yeah.
Domino's gift card to make your
Yeah.
night a little bit better and enhance everything.
I know. Well, it was the last night. It was
Okay.
Monday night. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't go out really. Monday night, we were just like, everybody was leaving. Most of our friends were gone by Monday.
You don't
So-
have to have friends to drink, Roger.
That's
I'm with
true.
you guys right now with a
That's
beer in my
true.
hand.
That's a good... Wait.
I'm glad you caught that.
That's rude.
It's on purpose.
I say my friend and co-host.
I know, but it's just me being me, Roger. Don't take it personal.
Okay. But yeah, so that was the weirdest game. I don't know. It was pretty fun. It was neat. There was, like I said, a lot of people. We played some board games. We played Change My Mind, which is a game that you have one person takes a card and they have to read a list of the thing from worst to best, and they have to rank like the 4 or 5 things that are on the card. And then you have to guess what they're going to rank them. So they'll they get 8 letters A, B, C, D, E. And then they flip those over. You flip over your thing. And if whoever has the most matches for ranks gets that card. If you get 3 cards, you win the game. But you get to argue. You get to argue with each other around, like, shouldn't this be ranked higher? Why would you rank that so low? So that's what's called Change My Mind. And he pulled out the dirty cards for us when we played with him.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So So the first card he pulled out was the worst things to scream out during orgasm. And things where the answers were,
Mom!
do you remember? No, you're tighter than your brother. That was one answer.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is are you sure this was at a video game convention? You didn't follow Hot Dog Guy into some back alley?
I want a back alley hot dog guy.
Yeah. What were some, comment, and subscribe, right? That was another answer, right, Trina?
Yeah.
I see blood. I think that was another answer. I don't remember what the other answers were, but then mine were the worst superpowers to have, the worst superpowers, and I ranked them from worst to best. And the best
let Roger wink at you.
Yeah, so the best one was every time I wink, the person I wink at has to eat their own shit. And the guy was like, he's like, why do you say that's the best? That's the worst power. I said, no, that's the best because there's a lot of people that I would like to wink at. And there's a lot of people that he's like, you're not a hero. And I'm like, yes, I am an anti-hero, right? Anyway, it was an interesting game. There's normal cards in there too. I'm surprised we didn't play the normal cards. He did warn us. He was like, are you guys open-minded enough to play some of these other cards? And we're like, and the other person we were with, Adam, he's with Respawn Aimfire. He was like, yeah, we're good. And I did not expect that. I'll say that, but it was fun. Yeah, it was a long weekend.
Sounds that way.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. Anything else, Trina, that you can think of? I mean, it was just fun hanging out with people, and we went out to eat a lot, and we got to ride in a Tesla. The first time I rode in a Tesla.
We rode in like 3, didn't we?
Yeah, that's true.
What was our final count? I don't even know.
I think we saw 57 Teslas there. We were counting how many Teslas we saw in Seattle.
We'd be like mid-conversation. 15, 18.
We do have a Cybertruck, which we did not see any in
Seattle.
Yeah.
Did you have any spare time?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
We went to the Space Needle.
Oh, yeah. Before we started,
that's cool.
We walked to the Space Needle.
That's cool.
And then we walked back, and I was really dehydrated, and we stopped at a bar, and I drank, and I got really fucked up.
More dehydrated because you drank a beer instead of
I was
water.
Like, you're dehydrated, so you grab a beer?
Well, the beer said it was a crisp beer, Phil, and that sounded really yummy.
I questioned
but it sounded
too.
really. I know, but it sounded really yummy.
Did you get a water with the beer at least?
You got to go beer, water,
no.
beer, water, beer, water.
Yeah. No, yeah, I was really hurting, but then I grabbed some. I had a Gatorade, and I drank the Gatorade, and then I felt fine. But I really thought I could do it. I thought I could drink the beer and be fine, but I didn't realize how dehydrated I was. I was really dehydrated. It was really hot that day. Yeah. Why are you lecturing me? Out of all the people to lecture me?
Because I'm the one that knows how to do this.
I've already lectured you, so I don't need to lecture you more.
Do you need me to send you notes on how to function and drink at the same time?
Yeah. But that was cool. Like, when we were going up the elevator, I was like, I don't need to watch this. I don't need to watch us go up. And then we're up there, like, how many people stuck? Have either of you been up the Space Needle ever before?
Seattle is one of the places I've never been.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So at the Space Needle, you can walk out on the around. They have like a deck around the top, and so it's open, but they have glass, like really tall glass that goes really, really high, probably like 10 feet tall or so, maybe more, a little bit more even. But then between the glass panels, there's like about a gap of like, I don't know, 7 inches or so. So many people like stuck their hand between there, holding their phone and taking pictures. It's like, oh man, I wonder how many cell phones drop.
I wonder how many people have been hit by dropped cell phones.
There are a lot of stupid people out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like when I took my trip to the Grand Canyon, I was shocked at how many people were standing like climbing over the rails to stand on the edge to get a picture. Somebody
Yeah.
fell the day, like they lose like 2 people a week probably out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I always hear people dying. That was, I mean, I didn't really want to stand next to the glass so much, but then when we were walking out, they had glass floor and it rotated. And that was like, nope. Both Trina
And
and
we
I were
weren't
like,
even standing on it, and I
Yeah.
was just kind of watching it, and then I was like, oh, I can't even stand straight, and we're on the like level floor that's not even moving. I
Yeah.
was like, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
If I remember right, there's one of those at the Grand Canyon as well. That's like a big walkout, like glass sidewalky type of a thing, and I think it cracked a couple of years ago too. As some people
Oh
were
my
walking
God.
out on it, like I don't do heights in glass. I don't do heights. And glass
Yeah.
on top of heights is just bad.
Yeah.
Like
that
I've
was
never even
rough.
done the entire Sears Tower thing up top and like done that thing. Have you, Mike?
Yeah, I think I have.
Like on the
Did you
lookout
stand?
glass?
I
that you kinda,
have.
like,
Yeah,
lean
do you do
over?
that?
Yeah.
You did do the glass look over? That thing where you stand in the glass?
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I've done that one. It's really thick glass though compared to what we
I
saw
don't
at
care.
the Space Needle.
I would try. Actually, I tested it out. I would stand on the rails and do a tsunami off the top rail. Just so,
We did. Oh, that was funny. So we went to Bellevue. Well, actually, where we stayed was in Bellevue. And the train, the train and bus station was really close to our house where we were staying at. So the first couple of days we actually went into Bellevue, and Trina said, I know Bungie's around here because in 2019 you saw the mural and all the stuff like that. And I don't know. And so we were looking for it again. We found the building, but they took down the mural. They
Well, it might still be
suspect
there,
they
but it's like on
downsized
the
it.
second floor,
Yeah.
and you can't get up there anymore. Like it's locked.
Yeah.
So
So some guy was walking out of the building, and I said, "Hey, excuse me, can we like get a tour or something?" And he's like, "No, you can't." I'm like, "Okay."
it's
well,
a secure area. That's
At
what
it's
he
a
least
said.
secure
asked.
area. Yeah. And then Redmond was not too far from us. We were gonna go to Nintendo headquarters, but we looked at the pictures and we're like, "It's just Nintendo headquarters. It's just a Nintendo. It looks like a boring building, honestly." So we didn't do that.
Isn't that where the treehouse is too? Or is the
I think
treehouse
so.
gone now?
Well, I don't know. Maybe we should have gone out there. Well, next time.
I didn't see it in the photos, but
Yeah.
maybe.
I did get to play Star Wars Hunters. I told you guys this, but I did get to play Star Wars Hunters with because I got invited to that. I did not tell them that I've been playing Star Wars Hunters. Like I have like 30 hours into that game already. So when I came in second place amongst everybody, like I was like, oh wow, beginner's luck. I don't know how that happened. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, overall it was really fun. It was very busy. But it was really fun. We went to the gum wall again. We saw that.
Ew.
Yeah. Well, because one of the
We just
restaurants we
happened
went
to be walking by.
yeah, we just
it.
happened to be by it. Yeah. Yeah, that was gross.
Did you go to the fish market?
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty funny. So this one guy said, hey, he saw some guy with a Milwaukee Bucks shirt on. He said, are you a fan of the Bucks? Or are you actually from Wisconsin? The guy said, from Milwaukee. And the guy was working at the fish market said, I'm from Appleton. And I was like, oh my gosh, what a small world. So that was kind of interesting.
And then
Yeah.
Roger was gonna say, "Oh, we're from here," and then we just walked away. So
We just walked away. Yeah, we didn't say anything. But the food, yeah, we ate at this place called Honest Biscuit twice. That place was really good, really busy, but it was very, very good. Like the best biscuits I've ever had. Oh my gosh, those biscuits were delicious.
although I learned that, maybe it's just that restaurant, but I got coffee both times and it was like scalding hot. Like it took me like 10 minutes to even like remotely drink it and it was still really hot. And I was like, I don't know if that's a Seattle thing or just that restaurant thing. But
And we saw the
you
first
thing.
Starbucks too. That was there. That was cool. The really long line. I don't know why anybody wants to stand in line for Starbucks, but that's what they were doing.
I don't know why anybody pays money for Starbucks, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. But yeah, that was our trip. I think I have like 25 write-ups I have to do.
Damn.
Yeah, I've done 3.
Way more than me.
Yeah, I think we got more games this PAX than I've ever seen. We were still getting offers the day of PAX. That was crazy to come see games. And then we went to the Mix. Oh yeah, forgot to mention that on Friday night there was the Mix, which is put on for indie games, and that was really fun. There was a lot of food, and for the first hours, all just media folk, and that was really fun, and industry folk.
Did you meet up with Jordan at all?
No, I should have, and I didn't see him at all.
Yeah, he was out there.
Was he at the Mix?
He went to PAX, I know.
He did? Well, I didn't see him. Oh, shoot. I wish I would have messaged him. I did not see him at all. Yeah, it was a good time.
Cool. Sounds fun. What's your next? What's next on your list of places to go? Are you just going to go back to
PAX East?
PAX East.
PAX East, yeah. So PAX East this time is going to be in May, which I'm looking forward to because it won't be so cold and rainy. So
we should make plans to meet up at Midwest Game Con.
Yeah,
the one in Milwaukee.
We should go. Like, because now that PAX, because the problem was that PAX East and that butted up right next to each other. But now that PAX East has moved up into May. The Midwest thing is in April, I think, early April, right? And I think before PAX was always at the end of March, so it was always really hard for me to go to both. But now I'll be able to. So yeah, that'd be fun. We should go. I've never been there. Have you?
Yeah, I went there once.
Oh yeah, you went there
a couple years ago.
Last year, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, it wasn't all that bad. But I was more focused on filling in some holes in my retro collection that I didn't really get to see a whole lot of it. So I would make that change next time.
Yeah, I would do that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's funny because we got a lot of emails to go to Gamescom, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be amazing if you just pay me to go to Germany. I would go." Mm-hmm. And now I'm getting emails for the Japanese Expo, and again, I'll go if you pay me. Yeah, Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, I would go, but I can't afford to go on my own. So listeners, subscribe to our Patreon so one of us can go to Tokyo next year. So yeah, it was fun.
Cool.
I know, Phil, you don't have any desire to do this, but Mike, do you ever have any desire to go to Boston or Seattle?
I've been, yes.
I'll go to Boston and Seattle, just not for a gaming convention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. I mean, I've been to Boston. I haven't been to Seattle. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't even mind going for the game convention as long as I can, as long as it's not too crowded, because I'd be shouldering people out of my way.
I think
I could walk in front of you. I could be like your cattle catcher.
Yeah, there we go. I will say Friday and Monday were really light. Like, especially Monday. It was easy to walk around the floor on Monday. Like, super easy. Mm-hmm. Sunday was pretty packed, but Saturday was super packed to the point where I couldn't walk. I was like, I have to get to this appointment. Please move, please move, please move, please move. That was the roughest day. Wouldn't you agree, Trina?
Yeah. I would say Sunday by the early afternoon kind of started to clear out though too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Saturday was just the worst, but yeah, I agree though, Trina. I think next year, at PAX East and PAX West, I'll probably lighten my load.
Make Monday lighter and Saturday heavier or something.
Yeah. So I didn't get to just walk around the floor. I didn't get to see any panels except for the panel that I was on. I didn't get to see any panels at all. So that kind of stunk too. So
I went to one panel, but that was just because I was supposed to go as press. But then I got there and they didn't even save a press seat for me.
They didn't?
No. It was for Life is Strange Double Exposure.
Okay.
Which is coming out in October, I believe.
I like the Life is Strange games.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool panel. they answered a lot of questions about like why they chose Max and like the new powers, and then they did like a demo where the crowd kind of got to like shout out what the
their choices
director should pick. Yeah. So it looks really fun. I like the concept of the new power and stuff, but I was a little disappointed because I did find a spot up front to sit and watch, and then they're like, if you stay till the end, you get some swag. And so since I was at the front, I was towards the back of the line leaving, and by the time I got to the like swag, that was like almost all out. Like there was a tote bag and like magnets and pins and posters, and so I got like a pin and a poster because there was like nothing left. I was like, okay.
No, that's too bad. I actually think I got more swag from our fellow journalists than anything else. So, got a lot of pins and magnets and stuff like that. I did. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then the other thing I just want to shout out. So Jacob did a Thursday night. He did a trivia at a bar, video game trivia at a bar, and that place was packed. It was awesome. He did such a good job. So I'm very proud of him. That was a lot of fun. I did film it. I did film that too. So
nice.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that's the wrap for that. I know that we talked a lot about the games we're playing. Phil or Mike, do you guys want to talk about the games you're playing? Or should we talk about the games? Yeah, talk about the games that you're playing, and then we can talk about the games we're looking forward to in September.
In the words of Spaceballs, I ain't played shit.
Mike?
In the words of Robin Hood Men in Tights, I played Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds.
Did they mention that in the movie?
I think so. One of the deleted scenes. Okay. I played some Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds. It was fun to pop out the 3DS after a long time away. Just makes me wish that the next Switch system incorporates some kind of Street Pass technology. Oh, that would be so nice. So I played Legend of Zelda. Other than that, the game I'm reviewing, the embargo lifts shortly, so I'll have that review up. Don't worry, I'm at like 90% right now. So
nice. Nice.
I'll have it done.
Mike, where can people read that review?
Why, Phil, I'm glad you asked. Once the review is up, all they need to do is go to gamerheadspodcast.com.
Is there like a review bar that somebody can click on to start reading all of the reviews that are on the website?
There sure is. They can see my reviews and others.
You can also go to that website to see all our PAX coverage too.
And while you're there, you can also click the link for Patreon.
That's true.
And
give
us money.
All these things, all those things are there.
See, Roger. It's gonna be in good hands when you're gone.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. Yeah. Should I mention that right here? Should I mention that?
I'm not done with the games I played.
Okay, I'll mention it. Keep going, Mike. Keep going, Mike. I thought you were done. I thought we were done. Okay, keep going, Mike. I thought you played one game. I'm sorry.
I can't wait till he follows us up with. That's all I played.
Yeah, I just played Fortnite. But it's Marvel season. I'm all right. I have never been this gung ho about a Marvel. The last time I was gung ho about a season was when it was G.I. Joe. Sorry, I had to. That was a dumb joke.
That was good. That was good. I got it. Yeah.
But
Trina didn't get it, but I got it. Yeah.
I'm level 122 already.
Damn.
Oh wow.
How much time's left?
Probably like a month and a half.
And it caps at 2, right?
Yeah, that's when you get because level 200 is when you get like the last possible skin for your character.
Good for you.
So.
Nice.
And then the last thing I got to say, not a game I played, but a game I picked up. We had a small video game swap meet in the area, and I was not going there expecting to get this, but I saw it and it was only $40. So I'm like, for $40, I can't pass this up. A game I loved as a kid. And I love the art. I got Dragon Warrior.
Oh yeah.
On the original Nintendo. In the box.
Sealed too?
No, it's not sealed. This is just a protected box.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I absolutely love this art. I love this art.
It is badass.
I did too. So. Yeah, that game is like that game gets me angry every time I see it.
Yeah, we've told stories about like the Nintendo Power, and it could have been free, but
it could have been free. But my parents were like, "No,
I played.
You don't get free games. There's no such thing as a free game."
And that's how his parents sound too. I've heard them.
Yeah,
both of them.
Yeah. They're like, "There's no such thing as a free game. That's not real.
Roger, who'll
I
be
said,
bringing
"Yes,
the
it is."
groceries?
Yeah, go get the groceries. And I said, no, Mom and Dad, it is real. It's free. And then my friend Todd got it, and my parents were like, oh, I guess it was free. Oh.
They just walked away.
And then just walked away.
It was free.
Hands up and just like, man,
that's what they said. And then I was like, I told you, Mom and Dad. I told you.
Get back here.
You did play one more other game that we didn't talk about last time, but we can talk about now because
What?
the embargo lifted. That VR game, The Big Shot.
No, we did talk about that.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
We just talked how you got sick. We didn't name the game.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a VR mech game that you could walk around in a mech, and it looks a lot like the artwork looks a lot like Borderland.
Yes.
That looked cool. But yeah,
it's a wave shooter.
Yes.
And it's not bad, but like you really feel like you're controlling a mech, especially like with all the buttons and dials and like different things you got to do to turn around and stuff. But the game runs smooth and it's fun and it's interesting. You definitely want to play it with multiple people because it is
it's too hard
very,
to play
very
a
hard.
single person. Yeah, we made it to the boss twice, that wave boss, and we both every time we died.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second time, Mike's like, I think I'm done.
I'm gonna take a break. I don't feel so. You know what though?
Yeah.
It must be something with me though because I started getting a little nauseous when I was playing Link Between Worlds.
Really? Were you playing with the 3D on?
Of course, I was playing the 3D on.
Oh yeah. See, I can't.
3DS.
I can't play with the 3D on because it makes me sick.
Yeah.
I always turn that off. Actually, that's why I have a 2DS because I can't play. We do have a 3DS too, but I can't play with the 3DS. It makes me
I had
sick.
the same problem when I play Nintendo games.
Oh my god!
You just get sick normally.
There it is. There it is.
Oh jeez, it's that Mario guy again.
Oh my god. Should we talk about the games that are coming out in September? Should we pick out the games we're most excited for in September?
I got my list.
Okay. Trina, did you look at the list at all?
I mean, I did, but is it bad that I don't know what half these games are?
Probably. No. Probably. Mike, I'll start with you then. What's your top 3 games that you're most looking forward to?
I'm going with my top 6.
Oh shit!
I can't do top 3.
Okay.
I'll just blast through them. So first of all, Yars Rising, which is a Metroidvania game by Way Forward. So it's going to have some really nice animation. Looking forward to that one. Everyone else is looking forward to this, but the Plucky Squire.
Oh yeah. That game looks so good.
But I haven't decided if I'm going to buy it or if I'm going to wait for the physical edition. I think that comes out.
It's on Game Pass, I think.
Yeah, I think
it
so
is.
too.
Well then,
maybe I'm
I
wrong.
think so. I think it is. I think it is. I'm not sure though. 100%.
Let's see. Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
I didn't get to play that. That was at PAX. That was at PAX. I didn't get to play it, but everybody that did get to play it said it was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say the same thing about every Zelda game.
Well, that's true.
They do
That's
give
a good
Zelda
point.
a bit of a pass.
Days.
Yeah.
And then since we're getting into my favorite time of the year, I'm going to throw these 3 games out. The first, The Casting of Frank Stone.
I already bought it.
Oh, all right. The second would be Lollipop Chainsaw. Looking forward to playing that one.
Yeah.
And then finally, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
Yeah.
Well, Mike named all my games. See you guys next week.
Sorry. I'm glad you and I have the same taste. Did you play Frank Stone yet?
Not yet, no. I haven't. I got it downloaded. Kyle and I were going to start it tonight, but I don't think it actually has online multiplayer, so I don't know if Kyle and I are going to be able to do that.
Oh, you know
Just might have to
what?
play it alone.
Can you use... Well, it's up to you. Are you going to play it and like... Okay, so with the Xbox, you can actually stream your Scream to Discord.
Yeah, now you can.
So if you want to show it off to Kyle, and then maybe if you want to invite me, I wouldn't mind. But you could stream it and we can watch it as you play.
Yeah, if I can figure out how to do that. You know I'm not very technologically savvy, so there's a good chance that I just break everything.
It's you don't have to hook it up. It's like you just press the Xbox button and then there's like Discord is there as an option.
Mm-hmm. You make it sound so easy.
Yeah. I sure do. But anyway, well, let us know how it is on the next episode, because I really am curious to see how it is. Because that takes place in the Dead by Daylight universe, right?
Yep.
And it's made by
Supermassive.
Yeah. Cool.
As soon as I know, you'll know.
Phil, was all your games really listed there? I mean,
Yeah, man, I got the casting of Frank Stone, which I've already bought, Plucky Squire, and Dead Rising Deluxe remaster. I also have Wild Bastards written down just because I like the name of it. Don't know what it's about, but it's called Wild Bastards, so I'm curious.
Roger, you played the first game.
I played.
You played Wild Bastard?
No,
Before it went plural.
No, it was Calm Bastards.
Yeah, it was Calm Bastards.
Void.
What was that game called? Void Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I don't think it's a sequel though, Mike. I think it's a spiritual successor.
Oh.
I don't know if it's made by the same people. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
But I've heard good things about it. I heard really good things about it. Which made me want to go. I played Void Bastards. I played on Game Pass, but it's no longer on Game Pass. So then I was like, should I buy it? I kind of want to buy it, but then I was like, oh, I should just wait for Wild Bastards. I don't know. So now I'm kind of in a dilemma. I don't know what to do. So, Trina, do you want to lead your list?
Sure. I did not get to play the demo at PAX, but I have been eyeing up Astrobot. However, I don't have a PS5, so I don't have any way to play it.
That looks
so I'll
really
probably
good.
just
Everybody's
be
talking
watching
really good thing
some
about
streams. Yeah. Rugrats I'm excited for. Also
what,
because
there's a
I
Rugrats
need
game?
to redeem myself.
It looks good.
I played it at PAX and the dev was watching me play and I could not beat the boss. I went through all of the babies and I could not beat the boss. So I kind of feel like I just need like a redemption, and actually beat it.
It's hard to play when it's like the first time you're playing and then people are watching you. It is really difficult.
Yeah.
It's not yeah, there's very few people that could be like, "Oh yeah, I got this."
I'm also not very good at controllers, so that was part of it too.
That's true.
Final Fantasy 16, I've been waiting for that to come out on PC. So I'm excited for that. And then also a game that's not on here, Spiral, also comes out in September, and I'm really excited to play the full game of that too. So
nice.
Cool.
For myself, is Quidditch Champions really coming out this month? Did it really come out?
It's already out.
I didn't see it. I didn't see anything of it.
Excuse me. No, it's already out. I think it came out the same day the casting of Frank Stone did, like the 3rd or whatever.
Is that like actual like Quidditch, like Harry Potter Quidditch?
That's what I hear. Yeah. That's what I hear.
Okay, that's on my list now too.
It's supposed to be pretty good too.
Okay, all right.
And it's cheap.
Check that out. Okay, I'll have to check it out.
Which I would think that would have been like better as a free to play game with seasons and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that
right.
really
That's
opens
right.
itself up to that kind
right?
of play it game as a service type situation.
Yeah. I thought that would be the way I would have gone, but whatever. Let's see what else. I wish I had a PS5 for Astrobot because everybody's talking about Astrobot right now. It looks so good. I wish I could play playing it. I would say also Plucky Squire is for sure on my list. That game looks amazing. Let's see, Yars Rising. That looks really good. I probably won't play this game, but I liked the first one, the Epic Mickey rebrushed. I probably won't play it, but I liked it when it first came out. Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, of course, and I think that might be it for me, actually. So,
you're not gonna
actually,
play
Dead Rising
on mobile.
Well, I probably will.
I'm in on that.
And that's I probably will. And this is
game.
Well, that's the thing. It's going to take over my life. It's going to take over my life if I do that.
I need less access to that game, not more.
I know. I had actually full intentions to play other games this weekend, like when I had downtime, and all I played was Balatro. And although that's not true,
link all 3 of them.
Yeah.
You played that one ball game.
That's true. I did play Peglin. This game just came out. That was pretty fun.
I want to get that game. That looks so fun.
What's Peglin?
Yeah.
Peglin. Okay,
So
you ready? It's an RPG, like a turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
It's got some roguelike elements, but instead of like, attacking, press attack, magic, whatever, you're playing Peggle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I
then
just
the
love
different
the
balls
concept.
will have different abilities. So like you'll have this dagger ball, and if you hit the exclamation points, which are like the they're more rare, but they're like the what do they call them? I don't know. Like the extra damage.
Like
I can't think of the word
bonus?
I'm looking for. Yeah, something like that. Criticals is the word I was looking for. Thank you. That's your critical, and if you hit the critical, then it does more damage. So it's cool. It's a cool game. And then you can get every level that you beat or every enemy you beat, you get different. You can buy different like Peggle balls, I guess, right? So it's cool. It's a neat game. It's very short though. There's only 3 levels, but but each level, I mean, there's multiple bosses in each level. So like the first run, you might go against one boss. The second time, you might have a different boss at that same first level. But when I say levels, like there's different stages in the levels. Like you have to go through several stages to get to the boss.
Yep.
But it's good. It's a good game. I thoroughly enjoy it.
But is it a roguelike then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you die, you start over.
I'm starting not to mind as much.
Yeah, this one is not so bad because it's just Peggle. You're just playing Peggle over again. So, but that's a fun game. Yeah, those are really the only 2 games I played at PAX or outside of like my games I played at PAX. So it was fun. I think that does it for the show. Before we head out, why don't we tell people how they can find us on social media? Trina, how can people find you on social media?
Trina with 2 A's, ballerina. So Trina Ballerina. And you can find me on all socials at that. And then you can find my wonderful reviews on Gamerheads Podcast.
There you go. Phil, how can people find you on social media?
You can find me at Twitter at bnow23.
And Mike, how can people find you?
You can find me at Pez Guy Mike.
And you can find me on Twitter at Nintendorod. You can find us on Twitter at Gamerheads Pod. You can find us on Blue Sky at Gamerheads Podcast. You can go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Gamerheads Podcast. And you can go to our website at gamerheadspodcast.com where you can hear this show and other shows and read reviews and packs and all that coverage is right there. So yeah, check that out. And then also I guess I can say this now. I won't be streaming for a while because I'm going to be out for a couple weeks. So Mike and Phil are going to be running the show while I'm out. Yeah, I have some surgery and I'll be a robotic man when I come back. I'll be like Darth Vader or something, or the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, one of the two. I'm not sure which one, but one of those.
$1 Million Vader?
I meant to say, like, what was that show, the old show from the 70s?
I'm drawing a blank on it too right now, but I know exactly
the
what
old
you're
show from the
about.
70s, Taxi?
Yes, Taxi, just like Taxi. No, the $1 Million.
The $6 Million Man?
$6 Million Man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'll be like him. Yeah. Every time I walk, I go. Trina's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I asked for that. They said no.
The first thing you got to do when you get all healed up is you got to run and slide across the hood of the car. In slow motion.
And then smash my other.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'll be out. Mike and Phil will be running the show. So stay tuned for that.
Running it into the ground, right? Yeah.
Sure. I don't know
right
how
in
much
that glass ceiling.
Yeah, I don't know how much more can go into the ground than it is, but sure, if you think so.
Oh yeah,
okay.
We can tank this thing.
Okay. Well, Phil, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Thanks for having me.
And Mike, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Thank you.
Trina, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Of course.
And listeners, thank you for giving us a listen. If you like what you hear, leave us a review. We want to hear what you have to say about the show. Until next week, I won't see you for 6 weeks, so I guess stay safe and game on. Bye.
So long.
Take care.
Goodbye.